Welcome back, guys. The last news segment was really well received, so I thought I'd give you another one. If you guys have any suggestions about what you want us to cover, please let us know. If you're a company and you've got any new products coming out that you think we might be interested in, send us an email and we'll try our best to feature them for you in our aftermarket segment. So the first bit of news is that the X4M has been recently seen testing around the Nurburgring. As you can see from this clip, the car is navigating the circuit with the ease of a car. If you haven't been in an XM, that's exactly what they're about. They're quite big, they're heavy, but they really do drive like cars. Now the X4M and its sibling, the X3M, will be using the new S58 engine, which is a 3-litre twin-turbo 6-cylinder engine. And now this engine will be important for BMW because it's also going to be used in the new M3 and M4, the next generation, the G series, which is due to come out in 2020. This engine will be producing around 450 horsepower and 450 foot-pound of torque in standard guise, and we expect it to make a bit more in competition guise, so maybe an extra sort of 20-25 horsepower. Now, as you can see from this clip, the sound of the car is actually quite nice. It's an improvement from the outgoing S55. As you guys know, we do have an F90 M5, which has the S55 engine. I've never been a fan of the sound. It's really difficult to get a really nice tone out of that car. So the S58 sound from this X4M going around the track, I think bodes really well for the new model. Now, the X4M X3M will be competing directly with other performance mid-size SUVs like the Porsche Macan Turbo and the AMG GLC from Mercedes. It looks like it's got slightly less power than those cars, but we think it will be slightly lighter, so that's where BMW will make up the advantage. Now, traditionally in this segment, I think a lot of people buy these SUVs for the cool factor, not necessarily the performance. Now, the Range Rover Velar and the Range Rover brand in its own right, I think, is trumping BMW, but I think this model will be the one to take it to Range Rover in terms of the coolness factor. Now, Range Rover, I have heard the quality and the dealer network support is not so great, so hopefully BMW can convert some of these customers. I can't wait to get one myself because I think I'm going to add some carbon touches to it, some nice wheels from 660 Design, and I think that we can actually make the car really cool. Now, I have to probably replace one of the existing project cars because I'm not sure if we can add another one to the fleet without replacing an existing one. This week, BMW have been teasing us with the iNEXT SUV concept. The clip they released is very short, but if we take some freeze frames, we can see the design language that BMW are using in these cars. Now, it is a concept and it does give us an idea of the direction they're taking and how that might translate to pedestrian cars. The most notable thing about this concept is the kidney grille. Usually we're used to seeing BMW kidney grilles being separated, and on the newer models like the M2 Competition and the upcoming X7, they have actually joined them. Now, this concept takes that a little bit further and it's much more pronounced. What do you guys think about this? Do you like it? Do you prefer the old version or do you like the new version? Do you like where they're going with it? Personally, I prefer the separated version, but we can't help where BMW are going, unfortunately. So I think that it works as long as the grille is not too big and prominent and takes up too much of the front of the car. Now, the iNEXT SUV concept will be fully electric, so it's going to be like the i3, and we also have the BMW i5 that's coming up shortly too. The actual design itself of the iNEXT SUV, I really do like the headlights and the tail lights. They look really futuristic. Whether that can translate to a real production model, I'm not sure, because I'm not sure if it will actually produce enough light to be practical. In aftermarket news, the F90 is starting to receive even more products. Last time we covered the Eisenman exhaust. This week, Akrapovic have announced their titanium exhaust for the F90 M5. Now, this exhaust does replace the whole stock M5, so it fits from the downpipes back. It's fully made out of titanium, and it also has carbon fiber tips and retains the stock valves. Now, Acra are claiming a 30% reduction in weight. They are also claiming 11 horsepower and 15 foot-pound of torque in power, and it sounds great as well. The F90 in the stock form it's actually quite muted. This exhaust really does allow the V8 to make a deep sound, and on throttle it produces a really nice sporty sound, but in keeping with the F90. So I don't personally like when you buy a luxury saloon car and it sounds really loud and really brash. I think the tone has to suit the actual car itself, but obviously that's down to personal opinion. Acra have also released some accessories to go with this exhaust, so you can have a rear diffuser and wing mirror caps, and they're both available in matte and gloss finish. The Acra exhaust is now ready to pre-order, so you can order that from any Acra dealer, including us. Now, I don't know if you guys have noticed, but we're nearly at 10k subscribers, so we'd like to thank everyone who has subscribed to our channel so far and your continuing support. If you haven't already, please do subscribe to our channel, help us hit that 10k. If you guys haven't checked out our other videos, we've got some really cool videos which you may not have seen, so like our F10 M5 at VMAX, also our coverage of the Essen show when we went and picked up our M2, and also the coverage of the F11 M5 touring. Now we are hoping to get to 10k next week. Hopefully with you guys' support we can do this, because we've noticed that our videos are getting lots of views, but a lot of the people are watching the videos and they've got really good retention, but they're not necessarily subscribing. So if you guys can do that, we'd appreciate it highly. So based on the positive feedback we've had on this new segment, we will continue to do it. If you guys have anything you want us to cover, please drop it in the comment section and we'll take them into consideration. So that's the news. If you want to watch more BMW related news, you can watch that over here. If you'd like to watch something YouTube suggests you might like from our other videos, you can watch that over here. Now, if you did like the video, please click that thumbs up button. And if you've got any questions, you can put those in the comments for us. If you haven't already, please subscribe to our channel.